Hi, this is Dimitris Bronowski, author of the Curious Tanguero newsletter and tango books like Tangofulness, Tango Tips by the Maestros, and the tango novel When the Embrace Whispers. Today, I'll read a few excerpts from Tango Tips by the Maestros, hoping you'll find them useful, and maybe even check out the book on Amazon. It's available in English, Spanish, and Italian, with more languages coming soon. You can also find it on Audible as audiobook. Let's get started. This excerpt is from the chapter written by Juliano Andrade and Paula Emerick. The tango that happens between one step and the next one. We often see dancers focused just at the end of a step, when a weight transfer has already taken place, or a pivot has already ended, for example. This makes the dance look and feel cut. What we propose is to dance the tango that happens between the steps. To do this, use your whole body to dance. The base leg, torso, back, arms, hands, they should be all involved in the movement, not just the free leg and the feet. Think of the dance as something dynamic, not as punctual. Control each weight transfer and how the axis travels in space, all over the base leg. A lot can happen on the way between the heel and the metatarsus, and between one leg and the other. Also, take care of the way the hip, knee, and ankle joints work to receive body weight. The idea is to think that there is no moment when you stop dancing, not even during the pause. To be more visual, it is different to dance a continuous line, with its variations in color, texture, thickness, height, than to dance several disconnected points. This will allow a deeper connection with your partner, expand the possibilities of interpreting the music, bring more stability to the couple, and make you see and feel a lot more tango every time you hug someone to dance. On the lookout for a new step? Pay attention to this. Is what we do important, or is how we do it important? What is the minimum amount of different movements needed to make the dance interesting? For us, the movement makes up the first layer, without which the other layers cannot be reached: musicality, connection, interpretation, etc. The beginner student is probably focused only on what to do. What we advise, however, is to be careful with the trap of mechanical repetition without reflection on the movement. The search focused only on finding a new step, and the excitement it gives can leave the dance empty. The more someone advances and matures, the more they tend to explore not only different movements, but also how to make each move. Reflection can often be hard, although rewarding and pleasurable. The right measure between quality and quantity is a very personal decision. Still, we suggest that you do not let your balance weigh too much to one side. The art of using contrasts to enhance your dance. A much more interesting dance can be created if you use contrasts, and that applies in many different ways. You can think of contrasts of different sizes, large or small, intensity of movement, intense or smooth, occupation of space, linear or circular, speed, slow or fast, height, high or low, which can create a swing in your dance, and complexity, simple or complex. What else can you use to create contrasts? In trying to answer that question, you are opening up possibilities to do the same steps in different ways. There is no single way to walk. A simple ocho can look totally different depending on how you feel that the music leads you to do it. Our recommendation then is always look for different ways to express yourself and use them all to create contrasts. This is important both in choreography and improvisation. As an exercise, we propose you to take a moment now, leave the book aside, stand up, and try to do a step that you're comfortable with while thinking about the different possibilities we suggested in the first paragraph of this advice. Dance the silence. This is something that you have probably heard, and that has many possible meanings. For us, dancing the silence is related to knowing how to explore and dance the pauses. The clearest way to do this is to pause when the orchestra stops, but not only then. Often, tango dancing is not about doing, but about not doing. So, letting go is as important as grabbing something in the music. And to grab something, you need to be calm beforehand. Another important detail about dancing the silence. It may seem contradictory, but never stop dancing while you pause. For this, two main tools are: keep moving while you do the pause in a subtle, smooth, very slow way, so that the pause means not lack of movement, but the deceleration of the body to almost absence of movement. Almost. For you to have the image and seek the sensation, think of a floating boat. The connection must continue, the embrace can move smoothly, the bodies breathe, there may be a super slow weight transfer, the muscles can change tonicity, the free leg can do adornos. In a sharp pause, in which the idea is to really stop and not reverberate as in the previous case, keep preserving the tension that keeps the connection within the embrace, and do not simply disconnect your body from the moment or your partner. The prerequisite of your choices in tango. We do not believe that there is an absolute truth about how to dance tango. Experimenting with contradictory ideas and different points of view, and then discovering how your body moves better, is a part of learning and developing your dance. Naturally, there are techniques that, due to biomechanics, are more efficient in executing a certain movement with comfort. We also have to mention that the tango tradition has established over time some concepts as being right or wrong. The way we move on the dance floor, in lines and counterclockwise, for example, to mention one on which there is a consensus. We advise you to keep an open mind in order to explore possibilities and develop your dance, respecting, of course, the limitations of your body and the tradition. Always seek to improve, even if you allow yourself to do it slowly sometimes, even if sometimes this requires breaking paradigms. Once again, before building concepts and deciding what's right for you, try different possibilities. If you enjoyed what you learned in this episode, visit tangotipsbythemaestros.com to explore all available languages as paperback or as audiobook, or simply search Tango Tips by the Maestros on Amazon. Also, if you found this episode helpful, don't keep it to yourself, share it with your friends. For a curated list of free and paid resources to help you improve and enjoy your tango, go to thecurioustanguero.com/Argentine Tango. I've put together a list just for you. I'll say it again, thecurioustanguero.com/Argentine Tango. And remember to smile, you've discovered tango. Most people haven't. What a gift!